SMU head coach Brett Lashley, he said the same 6 schools have won the SEC since 1964. Not a single one is different from 1964. That's top heavy. That's not depth. He's saying the SEC's top heavy. There's not enough depth in the conference, and everyone talks a big game about how good the SEC is, whereas it's really not, his words, it's really not as good as people keep saying it is. It's just a certain number of teams that are propping it up.
I'm going to come to the defense of the SEC a little bit here. The Power 5 conferences over the last 4 seasons, the SEC is 62-43 against the others. By far the best. The Big Ten is the only other one with a winning record of only 48-42. They have the most first-round draft picks. They have the most players in the NFL. They always get the highest rated recruits. They win the most championships. Their output is the most impressive. But I also think there's some truth in what he's saying. I think what he's saying is there's a lot more lower-level teams hiding behind the shield of the SEC and kind of saying, like, we're amazing because look at the SEC. When in reality, it's like, you haven't won the conference. You haven't even competed for the conference. You have never won a national championship within the last 30 years. We have a lot of SEC people who love to call their schools no natties or things of that nature when, like, their natty was a 1947 claimed title post World War II. A lot of smaller dogs in the SEC kind of like to act like a big dog because they're SEC. But if you're at Georgia, if you're in Alabama, even in Auburn and LSU, I'll even give Texas and Oklahoma the rights. You can talk shit because they have, I think, what it takes to back it up. They have the recruits, they have the draft picks, they have the wins, the accolades, the rings, the recent history and the long history. But if you're anyone else in the SEC, I do think there is a little bit of hiding behind the shield and riding the coattails of the big dogs that is being done.